Yeah, it's recording now.
Why you lying, bro? Why you lying? Okay, now I see you. All right, great. So,
talk to me. Yeah.
So Andrew, no pressure. I can see you sweating balls, bro. It's just like
I don't know why you have to put me out there like that. What's the problem?
Oh, it's the lava, Angelo. It's how it needs to be. Okay, so I was explaining later to Andrew. Basically, what's gonna happen is we're gonna drop you. It's a 3-segment conversation. So we're gonna drop some icebreaker questions at the beginning. Nothing too serious. And then we're gonna get into the conversation, main part of the conversation. That one will largely be guided by Martin, but I think we're just gonna go with the flow, like whatever happens. Chances are he'll probably also pull out your Instagram page. So if you have anything dodgy on there, speak now, forever hold your truth. And then the last part will be the riddle. And the idea with the riddle, is to kind of establish a riddle master. We've already had Lioness. So let's see if you can beat her score.
I beat her score?
Yeah.
Nobody told me anything about beating somebody's score. Okay, you see such things.
But it's not gonna be a big challenge. It's just a 5-question riddle thing. You'll see. It's not that.
Woo. Riddles.
Okay. So let's get started, right? All right. So my first question to you, Andrew. No, wait. First of all, we should probably introduce you a little bit, or you can say your name or something.
Oh, okay. Hi guys, my name is Andrew Ingo, the man behind legit photography. That's what's up.
Oh wait, 100. Okay. So first question: did you shower today?
What?
Did you shower today?
Okay, today technically starts from 12 o'clock midnight, right? Yeah, so I did.
I've been
I did 1 o'clock in the morning, hot water.
Why are we dropping technicalities like that? Oh my word. Okay. Okay. Are you nervous right now?
Yeah, kind of. But I'm sure in the long run I'll get a hang of it. So I'll be fine.
Okay. Question 3. Why do you have a towel around your neck?
Oh.
I feel like you should explain. That was not there when you opened the video initially.
The thing is, the whole thing is all about you asking these people what their creativity is all about. So I'm trying to be creative, man. Maybe I'm an aspiring fashion designer about to come up with towels and stuff in the neck.
No man, no shitty.
I feel cool at the moment, so yeah, that's what's up.
Oh wait. Okay. In your family, are you a Ngelo or Shiveli or what's the other one? Doere.
Mashiwambo. Yeah.
Yes.
Who knew can I get there? Doere.
Oh. Okay.
Doere means what exactly? The second, the middle? No.
I think Noele means just the general middle people, the people that are not firstborn, nor are they last.
Oh yeah, that's me.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
Oh wait. Okay. What last did you cook? What did you cook last? Actually cook, not order in KFC shandies, but actually stood in front of a stove and
I was doing that last night and I was doing soup.
You're doing soup?
Yeah, somebody came and did rice but didn't do soup, nothing. Just rice and meat on the side. So I had to come do the soup because I didn't want to eat meat and and rice and tomato sauce.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
that's disrespectful.
when you cook, do you usually like listen to music? Is it like a 5 minute thing, or is it something that's very poetic for you? Or how do you like when you're cooking? How does it go for you?
What does it actually look
Sure.
like?
Yeah, what does it look like? Paint it for us.
Let me be honest with you guys, before you guys start imagining things that don't even exist. I don't cook. I don't know how to cook. I don't find the art in cooking. I don't do nothing about cooking. Nothing. If I'm cooking, just those things of like, I'm done.
Ooh, I'm bad.
I can't cook out, unfortunately.
You've come a long way, man. No, you're a big man now. You've come a long way. Like, it's fine. Okay, so Martin, take us in, man.
Oh, it's already done. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for more kind of.
No, I feel like you're sitting there reflecting on your own cooking skills. I don't know why.
Yeah, I was like, shit. How does mine look like? Anyway, we don't have to get into that. So Andrew.
Yeah.
How's it going, man? Like with the COVID-19, with the lockdown, how's it going? How are you managing? I mean, personally, not professionally. Like with the family, with the friends. How's that going?
Like, are you actually staying at home?
Yeah, I'm staying at home. Where am I supposed to be?
No, bruh. No. You.
No. I am staying home. The thing is, okay, it's not that bad, but it's starting to get to me now because since I've outdone the most, I've done so much. I've prepared myself already. After lockdown, I think I've finished everything. So I'm basically at that point of just floating with the wind. I don't know what to do anymore. I just sleep, wake up, lose track of time, and then try to do something creative, probably do push up on the side, connect with the family sometimes. Yeah.
And did you have to like stock up on some beer and some meat, or you didn't kind of rush to the shops just before the lockdown?
Oh no, unfortunately, I've been meaning to quit liquor, and I have been having troubles with that, man. That's what So I find this moment actually helpful now since liquor is unavailable to us. So I think I'm sober now.
Andrew, I feel like the first time I met you, that's exactly what you told me. You said you were going on a sober route. The first time I met you, which was, when was it? I think it was beginning of this year even. It's now April. Why are you?
I remember. Okay. Now I remember the first time we met. I had a hangover. It was unexpected. I'm done, man. I just feel like alcohol is pointless for me now. It really gets me doing some reckless decisions sometimes. So
I know it gets the best of us. Okay, my screen was frozen there for a minute. Anyway, but basically, I mean, like, do you think like, are you one of those that think like the world is coming to an end, or you think like, it's just the flu, like we'll get over it next week and move on with life? Like, how do you see this thing?
You know, that's my food right here now, because if I start talking, you might call me a conspiracy theorist, which I don't consider myself one. But this topic, if we start now, we won't finish. Trust me, I can get the whole book out of you. Like I can tell you almost anything.
No, bruh, summarize.
Our life is a lie. We're living a lie. Woo!
It's fine.
Yay. No, for me, I feel like it's not the end of the world. I don't know what they're busy doing, but I'm sure they're busy coming with something else. Okay, what people are calling it apparently the new world order. So they're keeping us locked while they're busy doing their funny things outside. So I'm sure the time we come out of lockdown, things are going to be different, really different. The system is going to change.
And like, what do you think is like the first thing you do after lockdown? Like socializing. Are you gonna go out have a good time, or are you just gonna chill at home for a while? Like, what is your plan after this lockdown thing?
Chill at home. I've been feeling at home by force. Looking at the same walls, but looking at this, the picture is the same. It doesn't change. It's so disturbing. Okay, but the first thing I'll actually do is I'll get right on with my business, because now for some of us it's really affecting us a bit. Like as photographers, if you don't work, you don't get anything. So it came to that point whereby I'm literally not doing anything, so I'm not getting anything in return.
Yeah.
So let me not say I'm suffering. I'm just the consequences are really getting to me. So as soon as lockdown ends, I'm gonna start right on with my business and my new ideas and all my tricks and magic I got up my sleeves. It's about to be different now. It's about to get different.
Because I
Sounds so dodgy.
I think what's interesting for me is how this whole lockdown has changed the way we do things. Like, for example, we're having this live chat thing that's happening on Instagram. We are having this Zoom call thing that we're doing. I mean, it's almost as if we are moving to a digital kind of space. How do you think that will work with photography? Like, how do you digitize photography? Let's say this thing lasts for another year. Like, how would you, as a photographer, deal with that?
Okay. I will speak as a human being. Let me not speak as a photographer.
Okay.
In life, one thing my parents tell me, in life, no matter the circumstances, if one fails, you need to adapt.
Yeah.
You need to adapt. It does not mean because I'm not doing anything else and I'm good in photography, that means I'm only good at photography. Of course, I'm sure there's some things I can do. So it's just to adapt. I mean, if it comes to that point of fake it till you make it, fake it till you make it, bro.
That's good. I mean, because basically, you're a creator, you're a creative, right? All you have to do is create, whichever way it is. No? Yeah. Okay, no, it's cool. I think what's interesting for me is maybe we can move into photography generally in Namibia. Like, how do you see when you started to where it is now? How has it changed? The way people make photographs, the way they create content, the way they engage with their viewers and stuff like that.
Okay. So when I started photography, I actually started it not knowing what I'm doing. I was pushed into it by force. And then I started getting a name of what I do. So for me, it was not passion yet. It was all about fame. In like a small town where I'm from. So as soon as it started growing to me, that's when I started realizing and making research on the whole entire photography system in the industry. And at first it was, let me just say, Namibia was literally whack. It was whack. Like, if I was to get an opportunity, back then, if I was to get an opportunity and leave the country, let's say probably leave the continent, go to another place, and you're sitting with these famous people on the table, they're bragging about their countries, in our country, they are who. And then it comes to me like, Andrew, what do you guys in Namibia? Who's name at least top 20 photographers that are doing the most?
Yeah.
You could name, but then you won't reach 5. You could probably 1, 2, 3, and then you see. But over the years, as we've been now, in the industry, I've seen that it really changed, and we got so many good photographers now. We have a lot of good photographers, which I really like a lot. The fact that they're also busy competing, it's nice because they tend to do the most, and they're putting our country on the map, actually. So I can actually leave the country and go brag like, we got who, we got me, we got who, we got who. So
you're just gonna sneak yourself in there. Okay.
But yeah. I also wanted to know, like, you are from Ongwediva, right?
Yeah. Was it like what?
Is it Shakati or Ongwediva?
I'm from Ongwediva, Diva boys.
Yeah, like
Ongwediva.
Where the cool people are from.
I would disagree. I would say it's Oshakati.
Exactly.
People will finish. But my point is this, now. Like in a small
No, bruh. What's your point?
very kind of conservative. People are stuck in their ways. People are very kind of they do things in a specific way. I mean, how was it? I mean, coming up as a photographer and I mean, the type of photography that you do is not necessarily mainstream. So you do a lot of explorative things. How was it like in a small town like Ongwediva to explore these things? Was it like accepted, or was it something that was like seen as weird?
Oh, actually, let me put it this way. You're from Shakati, right?
Yeah.
Then you know this, that we North people like things. So it was a thing of like, oh, because the technique. Let me put it this. Okay, I was in a lot of things. I was a dancer. I was an artist at one certain point. I could record people. I could make beats. I was doing gymnastics. I was doing athletics. I was playing soccer. I was doing martial arts on the side. I was doing a lot of things. So when I jumped into the photography industry, it actually inspired a lot of people, which I don't want to mention now because some people still live in denial about it. But yeah, trust me. When I started photography, the whole North, I'm also a photographer. I'm also a photographer.
It happens. I mean, you inspired people, which is quite nice. I mean,
Yeah.
But there is something about the North that kind of always puzzles me. There was a period in time, I think it was in the early 2000s, when the North was like at a very different level when it comes to entertainment, when it comes to media, right? I mean, we had performances of big artists like Mendoza. I mean, these big guys would come there and the shows were happening, but that somehow slightly died. What do you think happened there? Like, there seemed to be this growth in entertainment, and people seem to be excited about it, but it slowly died. What happened there?
Okay, from my point of view, I think it's because we in the North, we have things of like, let me put it this way, we have gangs, not gangs, that sounds too violent. Let me say squads or groups of people that have this thing of, I'm part of this group, this other group sucks, I don't talk to these people, or they think they're the best. It's just, they shame each other instead of helping each other. And they don't, the North lacks teamwork. You can go to the North now, make a team with people in the North. It can start like rainbows and sunshine, I won't lie to you, but in the middle, when the big money comes on the table, everybody just goes crazy. They never work out. The money always goes missing. I don't know what happens, but right now the people that are dealing with such things, they are, not all of them though, but majority of them are. It's a sad story.
But also, I think in a way, if you look at it, it's also I like this monster, which is Windhoek. Like it sucks all the creatives, all the entrepreneurs, all the vibrant people into the city, and obviously creates this beautiful content, if you'd like. But what happens is that you have these small cities or small towns that struggle after that. Like, I know our generation, for example, the number of people that left the North to go to NAST or to go to UNAM or whatever the case might be, was so much that when you went back to the North, there was literally nothing. What do you think about that?
Okay, yeah.
No pressure.
Natasha, why are you laughing at me?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Wait, can you repeat your question again?
What do you think about this? I mean, people constantly moving from the North, from the South, from Swakop, from Valvis, coming into the city of Windhoek, and that kind of the effects of that to the smaller towns, like especially with people that are in the creative industry and people that are more kind of progressive in terms of their thinking. Like, what do you think about that?
Okay, on regards of that, I think it's not a bad idea because I mean, what you actually want to know, you find it in Windhoek in most cases. Like, if in knowledge, entertainment, experience, skills, most of the things they're available in Windhoek. So I would at least maybe give an advice of like, if you happen to come to Windhoek and get to do what you always wanted to do and you are done with what you're doing, think about your home place. Go back, start a platform there, give others the necessary opportunity for them to also do the same what you want to do. I mean, not only are you going to raise an eyebrow in the industry for yourself, you're also going to make a name, you can make an income, you can build a whole it's a lot of things involved. So, but people get carried away though. The moment they come to Windhoek, I caught in the fast life of Ponga.
Yeah.
This, that. They forget that they are from like a small town. Now they claim that they are from Windhoek. I don't.
But I think what's interesting for me is that in a way, Windhoek offers some sort of freedom, but also there's a certain level of support. So if you're a photographer or you're a video maker, there's so many people around you that you can work with, and there's so much infrastructure. Like
there's an audience here
who's
willing to take in like experimental creative ideas.
So,
yeah, but then that still doesn't make any sense. I mean, that doesn't mean you cannot go back home and still do the most. Look at me. I travel. I'm basically a flexible person. Like, I know the infrastructure and everything that I need is here, but that doesn't mean I'm required to be here every day.
Yeah.
So in my place, in my town, why do I have to let my people suffer, hire people from Windhoek, and then they get to pay the expenses of where they stay and then the transport, blah 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 blah. Well, I'm from there and I have what they need. I can sort them out on an understandable rate.
Yeah. So I think I like that, and I see, like, I mean, when we're doing the sessions now, I mean, you get to meet a lot of people in the north that are doing things, but I think the people are there. It's just the thing that they are fragmented. It's not like in Windhoek where you say, I go to Broa's Market, I go to Chopsies or whatever, I find people. But in the north, it's very fragmented, and I'm very excited about things that photographers and videographers, musicians are doing in the north, and I think the north is slowly rising. Hopefully, we get to a point where like we compete with people. I think we can talk about.
But also, just like Andrew's got a project actually. It's most project exposure now. And I think you said you're taking it up north, right? So even that is one of those creative projects that take the north into consideration, and I'm actually looking forward to.
Even you guys, all the
I really wish I could be there. I really want to be there, but okay. Anyway, it's an exciting project.
And the other thing is, I feel like at some point, I don't know, Martin, just look at it, man. I feel like Windhoek is built by the north. If you come to think of it. If we're all told to go home now, everybody go where your parents are.
Yeah.
Trust me, most of the creatives are going to the north.
Mara, you're right, kind of.
I think to a certain extent, I have a lot of friends from Swakop and Walvis Bay. They would totally disagree. And I have people from Windhoek, people from Vambo Lokasi, people that grow up in Damara Lokasi. They think like, I mean, this is our city, we run this thing. But obviously that debate won't end, right? Because it's a thing of pride. And that's what something I enjoy about Namibia. There's always this strong pride of where I come from somehow. And I like that a lot. I mean, people from the north always kind of think Ongwediva or Shagati is the place to be. People from Valves think otherwise.
But Ongwediva is the place to be.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll totally
Oh, 6'5". That's
I would ask, for example, like, I mean, in history, what has Ongwediva produced, like big names or people that have pushed boundaries compared to Oshakati, for example?
Why is that even a question? Like, why is that even relevant?
You don't have
Ongwediva and Oshakati or what?
Yeah.
Look, man, we have a market.
That's not even.
Wait.
We're not done.
Wait.
Not done.
You know what, Martin? Let me make you answer your question first. What has Oshakati produced exactly?
What has it produced? In terms of what I just asked, the big names and stuff. I mean, not to brag, but we have exits. We have, I think Gaza is from Oshakati as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Lies.
But he was there. I mean, he schooled there, no? Like, yeah.
That doesn't mean.
Doesn't mean it's from there.
Okay. Who else? I think that's it. But those people were the ones.
Yeah, that's where you stop.
Okay, but we also have, come on, man, we got Sunny Boy, Aziza. Okay, my mind is not at place right now, but I know we have a lot.
We also have entertainment places, you know, Benny's. We used to have animals there.
Yes.
We have.
We used to have animals there.
We have the most biggest guys. Come on, trade fair. We have trade fair. We have our malls now. We don't need Oshakati for none. We got everything. Now you guys come to us. We got all the chilling places. If you want to chill and you're in the north, where do you go? It's either Ongwediva or Ndangwa. Nobody chills in Oshakati.
Go to Oshipuku.
Even the university is even here. It's even in Ongwediva. No?
They go to Oshipuku, isn't it?
Aye, nobody goes to Oshipuku. Only corrupt-minded people go to Oshipuku. That's not how we die, bruh.
No, bruh.
Okay, guys. I think we can, because I'm really interested in the work that you do. Because again, I'm gonna reference it back to the north because I'm really interested in this originality of your work. Like in photography, just like music, I think it has trends. Yeah, there's always a period of time when people are doing something, right? And I think right now the trend is this kind of African Renaissance kind of patterns, and which is fine because it kind of pushes boundaries of what it means to be African. It explores identity and stuff like that. But have you always kind of tried to keep up with what's happening, or do you kind of push your own kind of identity with your photography?
Okay. I won't lie to you. I'll be very much honest. I normally push my own creativity. Like I try to come up with my own things. Or like sometimes, this is how my creativity works now. Let's say if you book a photo shoot.
Yeah. No, we are just gonna, as we talk, we go through your content.
Oh wow. Okay, that's nice.
Photo because anyway, you can continue.
Okay, so normally when a person books a photo shoot, I always ask them if there's any idea they want to do. Like, what's the first thing that comes to their mind when they want to do a photo shoot? If they have nothing, then that's when my creativity kicks in now. Like, I look at the person, I look at the type of clothes you probably want to wear or how your body structure is, and then I try to put on something on you that will fit you in the location. So I don't basically go copy anything. And if you check my style, it's not really something that requires a lot of things. It's simple but nice. It's not too much. It's not too much. So normally what I do is when it comes to following trends, I only follow trends as an act of trying to perfect my art. Okay. Like I give it to myself as a homework, and then I get myself a subject, and then I go try and see if I can also pull it off. And if I do, I'm happy with myself. That is a skill gained. But I don't necessarily upload those images. I don't actually upload everything.
Yeah.
So Yeah, but I push my own things.
I want to talk about this photo because I think I saw comments on Facebook, if I'm not mistaken, at some point, and
Which
people
photo?
were. Do you see the image on the screen?
I see images on the screen. Oh.
And I think some people like got really angry, like, I don't know if it's this one or another one, but it's something similar. And people were like, no, this is like unacceptable. What are you doing? I mean, this is tarnishing culture and tradition. What happened there? Can you tell us about that?
Okay, so it was actually on Twitter.
Yeah.
I had a nude photo shoot in the north.
Okay.
So I got some guys to come help me with just behind the scenes videos for my personal stuff that I normally go put together just for my small things, man.
Mm-hmm.
And the way the video looked, one of those guys that were helping me leaked that video to Twitter from WhatsApp status, and somebody took it to Twitter.
Yeah.
Now the problem came here that the way the video was constructed, already the quality was poor, and the location in the video looked very poor and disturbed. It looked ugly, man, and everything was just ugly in the video. It looked like some amateur nonsense promoting, I don't know, porn stuff. It kind of looked like that. So people were actually shunning and shaming me and the girl that was in the video, and she actually showed her boobs. So her boobs were flashing though. So it was a matter of people going on, and those that knew me were there to stand by me. They tagged me. They were like, no, this is a professional photographer. You can't go around blaming people for things that you don't understand. The fact that, we have a lot of, what is that word? We have primitive-minded people in Namibia.
Yeah.
Like, Namibia is so behind with understanding a lot of things. That's why you just can't rock up here and decide to do something that is being done in the US. If people are not used to it, people are gonna point fingers at you and just shun you for nonsense, bro.
Yeah.
So that's what happened until actually Marianne Pembe came to comment. And then people started taking screenshots of that, sending it to me, sending it, like putting it everywhere, blah, 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 blah. She came to see some positive things. And then I decided, okay, you know what? I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to attach at least 2 or 3 images, and I'm going to let these images talk to themselves. So if you can quickly go back to the legit page.
Up or down?
Go up. Up again. Okay, go down. Sorry, go down. Keep going down. Okay, right there. That girl in a jacket.
In a jacket?
Yeah, in a jacket. Like, jacket, no bra, underneath in a black panty.
Jacket, no bra.
Yeah, go up. She's in the sand.
Oh, her.
Doing some exotic poses with a jacket. She has a jacket, a blue jacket, and she has a black panty on. Go up. Go again.
Oh, her. Okay, I found her.
I think my screen is slow here. Her. So basically, that's the girl we're busy shunning and me now. That's her. And that is the shot we're actually trying to pull off. Yeah, so I went to go upload that, and people were like, yeah, and then this guy that posted the Twitter video, he deleted everything.
Yeah. So people are actually out here thinking you guys were like shooting a pornography video in somewhere outdoors. What the hell? But anyway.
No, but that's the thing. Like, photography is multifaceted. Like, there are different kinds of themes and, ideas, model types, and all that type of stuff. So it's a pity that people jump to conclusions, but, is what it is.
I don't blame them because, these primitive-minded people, they will only call it the photo shoot if They come to a scene and they see maybe like lights and then reflectors and then big ass cameras and then it's busy.
Yeah, that's photography.
That's photography. But now for me, I don't have any of that. I just use my camera, and the source of light I use is the sun. Yeah. Now you find me there with my small camera, you're like, what image I think of it?
Okay, that's serious.
I wanna talk about the Windhoek Fashion Week a bit, because I think in a way this is one of those events that actually pushes or kind of shows you where we are in terms of our creative industry. I mean, fashion and photography. What was your experience with this event? I think this one was this year, right? I mean, last year.
Yeah, it was last year, yeah.
How was your experience with this? Was it your first one or?
That was my second one.
Okay.
Because the first time when Windhoek Fashion Week started, I was there in the beginning as it was being constructed. I was there from the start and until it started. I was there doing photography, but I was not used to doing night photography and shooting people on runways. It was very fast and it was a bit new, man. It was difficult, so it was a bit challenging. So the first one was actually tough, but I kind of managed, but I was still disappointed in myself.
Yeah.
And then when I came to this one now, the third one, no, is it third, fourth? Okay, let me not confuse myself. I'm already confused. This one of last year, I came there with my A game and I nailed it. But I was actually booked to be the behind-scene photographer, so I was not only concentrating on the runway, but I was concentrating on the people looking at the runway, the photographers shooting the runway, the model walking towards the runway, the model being shot by the photographers, the people at the red carpet. So I was actually trying to be at 6 places at the same time.
And how what do you think about the
difficult, but
I think it cut a bit, but what do you think about the content that was there? I mean, the styles, the boundaries that were pushed by these fashion designers, and the culture that's evolving. What do you think about that?
Okay, from my point of view, I won't lie to you. I think it was impressive.
Yeah.
Because one would come to think, if you go to Windhoek Fashion Week and you sit down, and then you just look at these people and ask yourself, is this really us? Is this Namibia? Are we doing this? You look at small kids, bruh, in College of the Arts, they are pulling off such stunts, and you're like, what? I find it amazing. And I find it the fact these people are busy inspiring other people. You get people in the north just sitting at home watching this, hoping and wishing that one day to be them to come showcase their artwork at the Windhoek Fashion Week. And you get the models that are always forever training, can't wait for Windhoek Fashion Week to start so they can go show off themselves who they are, have themselves a nice portfolio when they hand it out overseas or wherever they can go so they can proceed with their career. Yeah. So it's basically also a nice platform. So everything is, and every time it happens, the better it gets. So whatever mistakes they have learned already, and I'm sure they'll improve from the following round.
I think we can we are slowly getting to the end of the thing, but I would like to talk about a bit in terms of the creative industry. Yeah. I mean, let's say if I want to be a fashion designer or a photographer or a videographer, what advice would you have for someone that's really trying to go out there and start doing things? From your experience, what advice would you give?
Okay. The first thing I'll tell that specific person is you don't need to have a talent to do something.
Okay.
I find that very, very, very downgrading.
I think the video just cut there. I think something happened with the network. Maybe you can just quickly repeat what you said now and let me edit that out. I don't know how.
How should I start over?
Yeah, you just roll it back a bit.
Yeah, you guys are going to pay me for this, man.
No, bruh. That's your data. That's your network.
So I was saying, if I was to give advice to that specific individual that wants to start photography, people have this thing of believing that if you don't have a talent for it, then you're unable to do it. See, so I believe that that's a bit downgrading. It's downgrading, man. It doesn't really support anything. So I believe that knowledge is the key to anything. If you can just educate yourself on regard of something you want to pursue in life, obviously you will do it with knowledge, right?
Yeah.
So the more you keep practicing as you're learning, you become better. You just need to be open-minded.
Yeah.
That's normally what I tell upcoming photographers. Like, you can't come to me and tell me that you want to be like me. You cannot come to me and then start doing what I'm doing, because now you're gonna start copying me and you're gonna miss the train. You're gonna miss your own train to self-knowledge, to find yourself in that specific space, and just bring out who you are in that specific space you are. Do that art. If it's Martin photography, do that Martin photography style. Now you're out there copying legit. You won't even understand what you're doing anymore. It's like you see in school, man, the mathematics. Math, when you do a method, you're told explain the method. You get people that can explain the method, and then you get people that just copy the method and paste it, and then they get it right. You see, so the moment you keep copying and pasting, you're getting it right. That is very stupid, because now you're doing things that you don't understand, but you're getting them right. So you will never be creative in that area. You will never find yourself and become that Martin that needs to bloom out, so you can show the people who you're really made.
Yeah. So
I talk too much.
being yourself. So I think it's quite important. I mean, for me, there's always this assumption that one needs to have this incredible talent of whatever to do photography or videography. But what you're saying is very important, that you just need to understand what you want to do and who you are, and then you can do it. I think that's fine.
And you should be self-driven though. Self-driven.
Yeah.
Very important.
Actually, and also just like understanding that the camera's not what's gonna make you like, that top-notch photographer. Like, you need to, the camera is merely a tool for you to use. Like, you need to manipulate it however you need. Whatever you want from it, you need to manipulate it. It's what it is.
It's what I tell people. You find these upcoming photographers, and this person is just sitting there like, oh man, I wish I had that 20,000 worth camera. And I'm like, okay, if I give you that camera now, what are you going to do with it? No, it's going to change my photography. How? If you don't even have the knowledge on how to use your camera. Like, I feel like it's always best to upgrade to a bigger camera when you feel like the camera that you have now is withholding you, it's limiting you now from doing the things that you have learned that you want to do. Then you can upgrade. Now you just find people upgrading for no reason. You will upgrade to a bigger camera, but he still doesn't know how to use it. And I that have that $1,000 camera, I'm still coming to challenge you, and you'll be asking me like, how did you do that? It's easy. Knowledge. That's simple.
Okay, and then if I may ask one last question. For your photographs, do you tend to lean towards using presets for your editing, or do you just jump into your photography and you just edit as you go along?
Okay, it depends. If I'm shooting, let's say corporate shoot in a hall, and there's a photo booth, or it's in a hall, I'm using a flashlight. Those pictures come out the same, right? Because if you get the right settings and you're using one specific area to shoot, you don't change the settings anymore. Unless you get, maybe now, no, you don't change the settings anymore. So for that, when I deliver those images, before I deliver them, I create one preset for that specific image, and then I apply the whole preset to all the pictures, because it's easy. But when I do now a normal photo shoot, or like this creative photo shoot, I don't use presets, because that is where I also sit and tell myself that now I'm in school, now I need to learn. I like go on Instagram, go to famous photographers. Maybe check any nice pictures like that have colorful things happening and whatnot. Like, you know what? Let me try to do this. Let me see if this will work on this image. And then I'll spend like 2 hours, bruh. Just 2 hours trying to perfect that image. And once I get it, then I start doing the rest of the same, but I'm not using that preset. I'm still starting over so I get used to it. That is why when photographers come and ask me like, no, let me buy your presets, I'm like, I don't have any presets. Yeah. I do my stuff raw from the start, like from the get-go, that moment, boom. I just create. That's it. I don't have presets. Presets are just there if you're in a rush and you need to finish. Yeah, and that becomes a little bit sloppy because now you're gonna miss out all the details.
Okay,
yeah, I don't use presets.
No, that's cool.
Nice.
We can move on to the riddles. I'm excited. I think the score that we have now is Lioness, and she has like 3 out of 5. So let's see if you can beat her.
Yeah, she's the current riddle master. So,
are you ready?
Okay, start. Let me just put it out there.
Why are you disclaiming already?
No, let me just put it out there. I feel like people who read books, you get much. I don't read, I watch too much. Okay, so when it comes to guys, the first one is a 0 already. I know it's just, you can ask me the most famous riddle, I'll just be there. Huh?
No, but
no,
it's simple. Just try. Let's see.
I'll be there to help you. I got you.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, this one is very simple, right? So, what has to be broken? Before it can be used. Before you use it, break it.
What has to be used?
It has to be broken before it can be used.
Andrew, you're on your own, huh?
So, I think we're gonna spend 3 hours extra again here, man. Okay, what do you need to break so you can use it?
I can give you a clue.
Okay.
It stays in the kitchen. Or it's used in the kitchen.
Used in the kitchen. You need to break it so you can what? You can use it.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I know.
Wait, it stays in the kitchen. Can it also be food?
Can be what?
Can it also be food, or is it like an object?
Yo, I think if I tell you that, then I'll give it away.
Take the risk, Andrew, take the risk.
What? Nah, it's in the kitchen. What can you?
Okay, you eat it. You eat it.
I eat it.
Yes. Or at least everyone does that, I know.
Okay. Watermelons. I don't know, man. I don't.
Okay, it's fine. I'll give it up. It's an egg.
Oh! Is this thing? I don't want.
Andrew, we can't roll like this. We can't start off like this.
Maybe you should start asking me photography riddles. Maybe there I can, yeah, but.
Okay, I think the next one is even more simple. It says there, you can hold it. You can hold it without using your hands or your arms.
I can hold it without using my hands or my arms.
Yes.
Okay, now when you hold it. What?
I think we're gonna have to start timing these people because you're lucky to deal with timing. The next person we are gonna time.
Okay, what holding? Because basically, in my head, I know that if you want to hold something, you need to use your hands, arms. If you're not gonna use them, then you're not holding anything. Okay, but if it's something sitting on you, what t-shirt, pillow that you put your head on? I don't know, blanket. I don't know.
Oh, I think I know.
Okay, Tash, you can give it a try.
Really? Is it your head?
No.
Oh, never mind. I give up.
How are you holding your head?
No, bruh. Just look.
Okay.
Look. You need to start
Let me-
somewhere.
Let me give you a clue. It's not physical.
Hey.
Yes, your breath. You can hold your
Okay.
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 The next one should be easier, bruh. Come on, you lost 2, you have 3 more. So this is your chance to be level with Lioness.
No, he lost 1, didn't he?
Lioness was probably cheating. She maybe had a phone, another phone just there on Google, bruh. That's
No,
it.
Lioness is a doctor. Calm down.
Okay. What is the building with the most stories?
A building with the most stories.
Yeah, not levels, but stories. Like, stories.
In the whole world now, or in Namibia specifically, or I don't know.
Just a type of building.
Oh, guys, I feel so dumb right now, bro.
Yo, how do
I
I
think my mind is not human. A building with stories.
Yeah, with the most stories.
Art gallery.
No.
Can I take a guess?
Give me a clue.
Give me a clue.
Okay.
Oh, most of those stories are never about that building.
Most of those.
Can I take a guess?
Yeah. No, let's wait for him to figure it out.
Most of those stories are never about that building.
Yeah.
You know, do you want to see what's happening in my mind?
Yeah. You can give it a
I was thinking. No. Oh, sorry. Now I'm saying I was thinking NBC.
No. Okay, let me give it up. Yeah, but I really wanted you to be level with Lannis. But anyway, so the building type with the most stories is a library. Okay, 2 more. Okay, this one should be easy. I always say this. Anyway.
That's what you said about the last one.
Let me explain it. You throw away the outside, you eat the inside, and then you throw away the inside after you eat it.
There are 2 inside. Wait, you what? Say it again. Say it again, bro. Say it again. What?
Okay. You eat it, right?
Yeah.
But before you eat it, you throw away the outside.
Okay.
And then you eat the inside.
Uh-huh.
After you eat the inside, you throw away that inside.
You throw away that inside. Okay, like is it a fruit, a lemon? I don't know what. Mango.
Yes, a mango could be one of them. But I'll give you this one because the answer is actually the millie. But it's more or less the same. So I'll give you that one.
So I have 1.
I was going to say embe, but okay.
Yeah, I mean it works with a lot of fruits.
But you don't eat the inside, the outside.
Andrew, I'm on your side, bruh.
Oh. Sorry.
Okay, the last one. It has 4 fingers, 1 thumb, but it isn't alive.
It has 4 fingers, 1 thumb.
Yeah, but it's not alive.
but it's not alive.
Yeah.
A fork?
Well, no, fork doesn't have fingers. That's
But are we talking about something that will literally have fingers, but it's not alive? A hand?
yes.
No, it is fingers,
It
but
has
it's
four
not
fingers,
alive.
4 fingers and 1 thumb, but it's not alive. I literally gave it away. It's like
No, it kind of almost like 4 fingers, 1 thumb.
don't Google. You think how you're cheating, bro? What?
Straight up.
4 fingers, 1 thumb,
Yeah, but it's not alive.
but it's not alive.
Okay, I think if I give you a clue, I'm gonna give it up. But because of COVID-19, it has become like the most used thing. Okay, that's as far as I can go.
Oh,
Okay.
thumb.
Sorry?
No. We said 4 fingers and a thumb.
Yeah.
A glove.
Yeah, it's a glove. But I handed that one to you. That one was like.
Okay, so his tie was Lioness then. He's a tie.
Oh, he got 2. Lioness got 3.
No, he got 3.
Oh, he got 2. He
Really?
got the glove and he got the mango. That's it.
And didn't he get the egg as well?
No.
No, I didn't. Guys, I didn't sign up for these things, girl.
Oh.
But it's okay. Don't worry. Until next time.
You tried, Amando. You tried.
It's okay. By the way, my designing towel is coming out on the market on the 2nd of June. So
What?
you guys are the first to witness it. You guys like this one. Basically, if you want this one, this is just like $500.
Legit out to just advertising a hotel.
Yeah, bro. This is the future now.
But thank you very much, man. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you much for the energy. I think keep pushing those boundaries. I don't know if you have any last words for us or for the world out there that's gonna watch this.
Well, Martin and Natasha, thank you guys for having me on your all session show. It's amazing. I like what you guys are doing. You guys must keep it up. And the fact that you guys are giving back to the community in the North with this project of yours. I don't know why I miss it, man, but I'll make sure I won't miss it next time, bro. You guys, this is dope, man. This was actually nice. And at least you guys gave me something to do productive today. Otherwise, I could have been sleeping the whole time. And you know what, Martin?
Yeah.
Now, because of you, I'm gonna start reading our riddles. Next time, there won't be such getaways, bro.
we should go play at the sessions. We're gonna have riddles at the sessions, and then you win whatever, and then you'll see if you read up on it.
Yeah.
We
I'll
should
be very much interested.
we should meet in Ongwediva.
I
Okay,
can just
cool. Yeah,
imagine Andrew there now actually studying for riddles. Okay.
What are you trying to say? You want to say I can't do that? I'll prove you wrong.
I'm just saying.
I thought you're on my side. Yeah, what's your problem?
I trust you, Shoshili. I'm on your side. I got you.
Okay, so message to the people out there that are watching that are gonna view this. Whew. In life.
Very deep stuff.
I'm going to be a parent. I'm going to be a parent now. In life, if you can't run, if you cannot run, you have to walk. If you cannot walk, my nigga, my dear fellow Namibians, the whole world. You have to grow, move. You need to move on.
A wise man once said, we must add that a wise man once said. You know that.
I feel like this is getting a bit deep now. Okay.